Hi everybody, welcome to my craft space in Midland, Texas. My name is Judy Tuttle from Tuttle Up Stamping, and I'm so glad that you've come to watch me in my little craft area. Now, I posted some pictures last week of how I took over the house. I had so many projects going on at once that I took over the guest room and I took over the dining room, and this space was just a disaster area, but I kind of love that. That just reminds me that I've got a lot of support and love from people out there that are taking my classes, either in person or online. I sold out of my Merry, Bold, and Bright mega card class this week, which was so exciting. And hi, Lori. Thanks for showing up. And I love it when you guys show up and let me know you're here. I'm going to make sure that I can see you here on my camera. Hold on. Let's see if it'll come up for us. Here we go. Thank you. Thank you, Facebook. All right. So when you come on, let me know you're here. Let me know where you're from. It's so fun. I've had a customer from Hazen, North Dakota for the last year and a half. And then I started getting other people from Hazen, North Dakota, and the crazy thing is they don't really even know each other. So that's been kind of a funny turn of events there. Okay, so as you can see, I have my Dallas Cowboys jersey t-shirt on today. And the reason I have, hi Jeanette, thanks for joining us. The reason I have my Dallas Cowboys jersey on today is because you know I'm in the middle of a Hail Mary pass that I need you guys to help me with. Like I'm literally like the ball is about to fall in my hands and I'm in the end zone. It's going to be a glorious moment, okay? So at the beginning of this month, I thought my chances of earning the next incentive trip with Stampin' Up were like gone. I thought there is no way this is going to happen this year. I moved. I've had some health issues. We've had some, sorry, my camera's, I'm struggling with my camera today, and I have adjusted it like 5 or 6 different times, and it keeps wanting to sag. I keep going like this. So I'm going to move back a little bit. So you guys, I am literally 4 to 5 $50 orders away from making it to Mexico. So, and the last day is this Saturday. Hey, if you can help me in any way, it would make my heart really happy. Go to the TuttleUpShop.com, place a $50 order, and I'm going to send you a little gift in the mail for helping me out. That is how close I am. I am within $300 of earning a trip to Cancun, Mexico next year with Stampin' Up. And you know, I'm going to make it. I would love if you guys would help me get there. So thanks for all of that. I have lots of classes coming up here pretty soon. The best way to know about my classes is to join my email list, okay? And to join my email list, I just need you to PM me your email address and I would be happy. I have a tags class coming up. I have a Halloween treats and sweets class coming up. I have my next mega Christmas card class, which I'm going to be using Oh Holy Night Sweet for the next holiday card class, where you make 8 cards, 2 each of 4 designs. And my next mega class will be in October. I am so humbled by how much support you guys have given me. And that is how close I am. I'm only $250 away from earning the next trip. So any help you can give me, I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, go to my TuttleUpShop.com and shop with me there. Let me know if I can help you. You can PM me. You can email me, judyltuttle@gmail.com. Hi, Marcia. Thanks for joining me. Okay, so we're going to do a little mystery stamping today. So I'm going to turn my camera down, and I hope you guys saw the mystery stamping measurements below. But let's see, I'm looking at my camera here. I'm going to show you what I'm using. But you can use, you know, anything you want. And suddenly, why is everything upside down? That is so weird. Okay, so what happens if, oh, because I got to turn it upside down. I keep forgetting that. Okay, so here we are. So here's the information about how to shop with me. Go to TuddleUpShop.com. You can use the host code or not. I don't even care if you use the host code. I just need the sales. So help me if you can. All right, so here we go. This is what I am using today. I'm going to move this up just a tad here. Okay, I am using an online exclusive designer series paper. It's called Shiny Christmas. The only way you can get it is to order it online. It is not in the catalog, okay? It's called Shiny Christmas. What I love about this designer series paper, first of all, only 2 colors. Mossy Meadow and Cherry Cobbler are the only 2 colors that are in this paper. And I don't know if you can tell, can you see the shine on that? It has a shine, glossy shine to it. And then every single one of them have that glossy shine. Like, look at this one, so pretty. You can see the shine in the berries. You get these trees. So cute, very simple designs. That's the one I just showed you. You get some stripes that look like candy cane stripes, right? This paper is gorgeous, Jeanette. You are 100% correct. In fact, I did not order it. And then I saw it in person when I went to a leadership conference in Lansing, Michigan. And I thought, am I crazy? That paper is gorgeous. It is so pretty. I love the shine in it. These hollies and berries are so cute. And look at the candy canes. So fun. And it's very simple in that it only uses 2 colors, right? So I'm going to be using some of that paper. I'm also going to be using the Christmas Tidings embossing folder. And this embossing folder just has a lot of Christmas words on it. Holly, Christmas tree, tidings. It has a gingerbread man, some gifts, some trees. Like, it's just a montage of Christmas words and very simple elements. Christmas Tidings embossing folder 162115. And then I'm also using, oh, here's the number for the Shiny Christmas paper, 162354. Okay, and the only way to find that is online. This is in the holiday catalog. And then I'm going to be using the More Wishes stamp set. And I love these stamp sets that have a bold sentiment and then also some curvy. So you can use the curvy Mary with the bold Christmas, or you can use the bold Mary with the curvy Christmas, or there's also New Year, Merry Wishes, all kinds of ways you can put words together and phrases together. This is in the holiday catalog. It is called More Wishes, and the number is 162324. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be using today. So I have already cut my pieces. Let's see if I can move this up just a tiny bit more for you. There we go. Okay, so I've already cut my pieces. I have a piece of Cherry Cobbler paper that is cut 4 inches by 11 inches, and then I scored it at 2 inches and at 7.5 inches on the long side. But this is actually going to fold like this. This is the way our card is going to open, this way, okay? All right. Then I have a piece for the inside right here. It's just going to be a plain white panel on the inside. And we could stamp this. You know what? I think I will. So I'm going to take out 2U here, and I'm going to stamp that on the inside of my card, 2U. All right, I'm going to borrow this Mary off of this, 2U. All right, And I think I'm going to use my Mossy Meadow for this. Two. And this is definitely on the fly. So I was really struggling with my ink pads this weekend. I had an all-day retreat and I just felt like they were very dry. So I re-inked them and guess what? Oh my gosh, so much better. You know, a little re-inking, and re-inkers are very inexpensive. I think they're like $3.50, $3.75. There we go. That's going to be the inside of my card. I'm going to go ahead and add a little adhesive here. So this is a 4 by 5¼ inch panel, and that's just going to go on the inside right there. Okay. Oh my gosh, I thought I had a U, but I had a year. Okay, we're going to pretend like that says U. There is a U in this. Oh my gosh, that's a blooper for sure. Okay, so here we go. We're going to just pretend that says to you on the inside. Okay, so then I have 2 pieces of this gorgeous designer series paper. Bloop, bloop, bloop. You've already forgotten that I just did that, right? Okay, so the gorgeous designer series paper here. I have 1 piece that is cut 1 3/4 by 4. I'm going to put that on the bottom here. So this is modeled after a gorgeous card that my friend Monica Gilberti made using the Pick a Patch stamp set and bundle for our Super Saturday retreat last weekend. And I thought, it's such a fun design. I've never seen one like this. So it's a mystery. Okay, so here we go. And then this is cut 3 1/4 by 4. And I'm going to put it on the top half of my card here. There we go. All right. So there's my card base, okay? Then I'm going to take this strip, this cut 1 inch by 11 inches, and I am going to wrap it around my card base and attach it right over. Now, I'm not attaching it, so watch. And you want to wrap loosely, let me tell you, because sometimes if you wrap too tightly, it's hard to get that belly band off, and that's no fun for the people who get it, right? If they're struggling to open up your card. Okay, so I'm going to put this belly band right here. I'm just going to put a little seal plus right there and just fold it over. Now, you might be going, Judy, why did you put that seam in the front? Let me see how easy this is to slide off. I could have gotten it a little bit looser. I don't know, do I have time? Oh, I do have a little bit of time. Okay, sometimes, you know, that seal plus really adheres very quickly, so sometimes it's kind of hard to make that happen. Okay, there we go. All right, now I have 2 more pieces here. I have a piece of Mossy Meadow. It's so fun that there's only really 2 dominant colors in this paper because it makes it very easy to stamp. I'm reloading my Facebook Live here because there we go. Making sure you guys are still there. It kind of went blank on me. Okay, so I have a piece of Mossy Meadow that is cut 3 3/4 by 5. And then I have a piece of basic white that is cut 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. So that's why I get that nice border. But what I want to do with this panel is I wanted to run it through the embossing machine with this Christmas Tidings embossing folder. So I'm going to stick it in here, and you can kind of adjust it so that the words that are important to you maybe are showing. Let me turn it around this way. So I'm not even sure how much of this will show behind my front panel, but I am going, will it fit this way? It won't. Okay, so I'm going to put this right up here where it says decoration. So at least we get that. And then I'm taking it over here to my Big Shot and running it through. Now this is a thin embossing folder. So when you have a thin embossing folder, you need your number 1 plate, your number 2 thin plate, then you'll put your embossing folder in, and then you'll put your gray mat on top of that, your gray embossing mat, and then I'm going to run it through. Now if you had a 3D embossing folder, which is the ones that really give a super deep impression, you would just go without that number 2 plate. You would just use the number 1. And so here we go. How fun is that? You clearly see all those words on there. Okay, so I'm going to attach this to my panel, my Mossy Meadow panel. And I don't like to put press seal into my embossed pieces because I'm always afraid it's going to press that embossing out of it. Okay, there we go. Now I have cut, and maybe I forgot to show you this, on the back sides of all this paper is just a plain cherry cobbler different patterns. Okay, you get the lights, you get kind of a stripe here, you get some polka dots, you get some ornaments, you get some crisscross patterns. Okay, so what I did is I used one of those patterns. I used the polka dots, okay, and I just cut one of our stylish shaped stitched circles out of that, and I'm just going to put it right here on top of that card base. Okay, there we go. And you could use whatever shape you wanted, whatever you wanted to do. Okay, then I cut a big label here out of the He's All That die set. And let me show it to you here. I have it right here. The He's All That die set is this one right here. And I'm using this big one that has like the little rounded corners, but kind of a squared off side to it here, okay? And I'm going to stamp on this. So I am using, see, you've already forgotten about what I did to the inside of that card, haven't you? I hope so. All right, so I cut me 2 of these just in case for some reason the first one did not stamp the way I want it to. But I'm going to pull out my cherry cobbler ink here. Are you guys still with me out there? I think I forgot to say, if you do this mystery stamping and you send me a picture of it, I will post it on my Tuttle Up customer page. And next Monday, I am going to, okay, I'm going to concentrate here, pick someone for a prize. There we go. See, re-inking is an amazing thing. All right, and then I have another piece here of just plain white that I'm going to stamp Christmas on. So if you do this mystery stamping project and you send me a picture, I'm going to choose one person to win a bundle next Monday. I have a tendency to buy extras just for that reason. Okay, there we go. There's Christmas. Definitely says Christmas. All right. And what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to show you guys a little trick. If I'm lucky. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to cut around this. And I learned this trick from another demo friend of mine. And if you just kind of trace around your letters, kind of like we used to do in the 70s when we were making bubble letters, right? Do you guys remember that? and everything had a bubble around it. Okay, so I'm just tracing around this. And that is going to be my guide for cutting around it. Just kind of helps helps create a guide. I know if I go right inside that pencil line, right, kind of follow that along, it helps me cut really well around my letters and kind of gives me a guide so that I don't get too close, or I don't know, there's something about it just helps your eye to focus a little bit more on where you're cutting, I think. So well, I thank you, Jeanette, for saying that. But you know what? You guys are so generous to me. You guys are so great about showing up on Mondays and watching my little Facebook Lives and encouraging me and supporting me. You've supported me through this really difficult transition time in my life where, you know, I moved and lost all my in-person people who are being very well taken care of by some of my team members up in Lincoln, Nebraska, but I miss them a lot, which makes it really hard. I have formed a beautiful community of ladies here in Midland who are also supporting me and helping me grow my business and sharing me with their friends, and I just appreciate all that so much. I just think about really this past year and what it's taught me, and what it's taught me is there are good people everywhere, and people are so generous, so kind and generous. I'm so blessed by my whole stamping community. There we go. Okay, so I just talked my way all the way through cutting that out. So this Christmas, hi Belinda, thanks for joining me. This Christmas is going to go right across, kind of catty corner here, across that. Isn't that fun? It's not like people aren't going to know that that says Mary, right? So I'm going to add some dimensionals to the back side of this, and I'm going to cut some of my dimensionals in half so I can get them in these smaller areas here. Here we go. Put one right there. So my gratefulness is an overflowing of what has been given to me, and I'm just so thankful. For my business and for my people who have shown me love in the last, well, really the last 15 years that I've been a demonstrator, but especially through these past few months. I didn't even have a stamping room for 6 weeks. So the fact that I'm even this close to earning the incentive trip is nothing short of a blessing that all of my customers and my team members have given me this past year. So, okay, so I am going to put Christmas right there, and I'm doing it a little bit in an angle, all right? And I want to add some gems, and I tell you what, I have fallen in love with these pearls, and if you haven't seen them, they're on the same page as the Garden Walk Designer Series paper, and you don't want to miss these because they are gorgeous. There is a shine and a shimmer to them that is just lovely. And I'm going to pick up, I could really use any of these colors. Well, I wouldn't use the pink on this, but I could really use, but I really like the gold for this one. So I'm going to scatter a couple of gold on my label here. Hope you guys can see this. There we go. Isn't that so pretty? I love that. Okay, and then this is going to go right on top, right here. And I think I want to add some ribbon. So in the catalog, there is this ribbon that is called Iridescent Ribbon. I think it's with the Merry Bold and Bright. It's part of what I'm using for the Merry Bold and Bright. And I'm going to wrap this around here. And my rule of thumb for ribbon, I should probably tell you this. My rule of thumb is to do 4 links. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a little bit more. I'm going to tie this in a bow. And I'm going to flip this around my way because I'm great at tying bows, but not upside down. Okay, so I'm going to tie a bow right here on this side of my panel. There we go. Isn't that so pretty? Look at all the shine in that bow, shimmer and shine. This ribbon again is called Iridescent Ribbon. And it is with the Merry Bold and Bright. I'm going to move that down just slightly there. And then I'm going to put this right there on top. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, and I'm going to use dimensionals behind this panel. Thank you. I love the ribbon too, Jen. Isn't it so pretty? It just adds to the whole shine element of it, right? Okay, so I'm putting this panel, this label, my Merry Christmas label, on top, right above. I almost did that upside down. That would have been embarrassing. Right here, okay? And then what we're going to do is go back to our card base here. Let me get that out of the way. And I'm going to attach that right there onto that belly band that I put around the card. Now, here's the deal. I don't want this panel to be glued up here or down here. I only want it to be glued on the belly band, okay? So I'm going to add some dimensionals here. I'm going to put one right over that across this band, and that is the only place I'm attaching this panel. I know the shimmer is so, so pretty, right? Okay, so I'm adding that. Isn't this pretty? I'm adding that right there. I didn't even make this before we started, and I am loving how it turned out. Loving how it turned out. Okay, so I'm going to show you how my mystery card opens up, okay? And remember that you can, if you do a mystery card and you PM it to me, I'm going to post it on my Tuttle Up customer page, and I'm going to draw a name. Somebody next Monday who's going to earn a bundle from me, okay? So, look, I'm going to pull this off, slide it off, and open it up, and it says, to you. Merry Christmas to you, is what it says. Jen, I stamped the wrong word in there. I put to year instead of to you, but we are all going to look over that because you are so in awe by the front of this card that you don't even notice that little mistake on the back. Didn't that turn out so pretty? I am loving that. And if I wanted to, and maybe I will, because I'm feeling it, maybe I want to add a few more dots to my card here, like maybe one down there, kind of bring it all together. and maybe another little one where, maybe up here, maybe down here. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna pull the camera back up and around. I want to say some goodbyes and thank you all for joining me today. I love my Facebook Lives on Monday, and I love getting to meet you guys and see you here. So remember, that Hail Mary pass is almost in my hands. If you can help me out with any orders in the next 2 days, I would love that. Thank you so much. And I will be back here next Monday for an online class to go. So talk to you soon. Bye-bye.